Let's take one more call for our guest. Let's talk to Nick in London. You're on the air with Lyndon LaRouche. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex. Hello, Mr. LaRouche. It's great to see that you believe in Venetian mercantilism. I also subscribe to Dr. Mark Holzman's view. I can see, living here for 10 years, I can see that the society engineering that's taken place here, everybody's sort of treading on eggshells just to get ahead, you know. And I saw a documentary years back saying that the reason why the World War II was stopped was the American family values. Now, because they have downgraded us so much through fluoride in the water and Baal worship and just engineering us with propaganda, there's not enough character in your Congress, and there's not enough character in countries like this to stand up for what is right. Now, I believe what Alex Jones believes, which is stolen valor is not on. You know, people of honor, people of integrity should stand up for what is right and rout out these snakes, sons of snakes, grandsons of snakes. And the time has come where we realize that there is no quarter given by them. But unfortunately, they've got the Islamic Brotherhood, which they founded back in the 20s through the MI6, and they've put a fire under them. And here we have a gene pool. Here we have a society who all act communally. Any mature Islamic scholar does not consider it a religion. They consider it an empire. And they've had a fire lit under their arse, and these people do not turn back. They are going to crash the wall.
All right, well, let me ask that question then. Because we're almost out of time. There is a stirring up just by the global implosion and the increase in commodities prices, but there is a stirring of conflict in the Middle East and throwing out their old minions like Mubarak. What is behind that? Is that just part of order out of chaos, Lyndon?
That's the orchestration. The way you control, you have to look at the 7 Years' War principle as it was represented in 1763. The 7 Years' War principle has been the basis of the operations of the British Empire ever since that date. And they always play the same game. Get the other parties to quarrel among themselves, and when they're weakened by their mutual quarreling, come in as an imperial force and impose power from above. That's the way they do it. It's always been the same. And people are corrupted because they become involved with mistaken passions. They're so eager to fight with somebody else who may be mistaken, but is not the real enemy. The enemy is the guys waiting for the two competences to be knocked down by their mutual battle. Exactly.
There's always a third or fourth or fifth player, and you go back to Rothschilds, always funding both sides of a war.
That's how it worked.
And then owning media on both sides, playing the two off against each other. It's so elementary. And they want all of what's left of Christendom and Islam to kill each other. And it's just, it needs to not happen.
Yes. Precisely. And the point is they're so discredited presently that if there's sufficient power mobilized by a leading group of people from different parts of the society to agree we're not going to do this nonsense anymore. That's all that's required. And that's why gutless candidates for president who will not deliver, presidential candidates which will not be what's needed, but compromise and make compromises which sell us out. It takes, as we did with Pearl Harbor, we reacted to Pearl Harbor properly. We won the war. And but for Truman's follies, with various people, but for Truman's follies, we'd have still won the war, not only for ourselves, but for the planet as a whole.
Well, expanding on that, it's all coming to a head. There's no doubt the global social engineers are trying to orchestrate a giant multi-region war, as the RAND Corporation says, and nuclear weapons are in the cards. It is insane. Lyndon LaRouche, thank you for the extended hour and 20-minute interview. LaRouchePAC.com or 800-929-7566. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Wow, well, that was an amazing extended interview. Please thank him, guys, in the minute or two I have left. Man, I got Mark and Diane and Houston and Tony and everybody here that are holding. And I've got all this other news. I'm going to cover a lot of it on the nightly news tonight I didn't get to. I mean, it's getting bonkers, crazy, how fast all this stuff is happening. Everything we were worried about, everything that we were concerned about, it's either happened or is happening. And more to come. If you think stuff's crazy now, we have just begun the slide down into what is the new dark age. And the globalists write white papers about a post-industrial world, and and they've sold us to love torture and corruption and abortion and death and war and all this evil. And when you're young, you think, oh, people that don't want you to have sin, they just don't want you to have a good time. There's not a good time in all this sin. Okay? They sell sin like it's sexy. But sin means you're concerned with petty garbage. You worship idols that don't deliver. Sin leads to the end of the family, the end of decency, the end of just everything wholesome. We need goodliness, a word people make fun of. We need to try to be good men. Lord knows we're already so corrupt. If you don't try to be good, you will go directly to the devil. I mean, it's a struggle. And people that don't struggle against evil give into it. If you believe in this information and want to support its viral spread, go to the InfoWars store at InfoWars.com. We've got the new G.I. Joe InfoWars T-shirts. We've got the incredible ProPure gravity-fed filters available at InfoWars.com in the store. We've got a new DVD, Scientists Under Attack, the Don't Tread on Me flag. We've got all sorts of different bumper stickers to help spread the rebellion virally. It's all there. Wristbands, citizen rule books in every order. Order online at InfoWars.com today. The water filters, the canteens. It's all there. InfoWars.com.